Just wanted to talk through a quick review on dividing polynomials by factoring for those students that were at Finance Park on Friday, or just anyone that wanted to hear it again. So we started by looking at dividing fractions. So if I look at 30 divided by 5, I know the answer is 6, of course, but let's first look at the factors of 30. If I break 30 into its factors, 6 and 5, I notice that there's a 5 in the numerator and a 5 in the denominator that I can cancel. And I end up with the answer of 6, which of course I already knew. Let's look at one more. If I have 150 divided by 21, and I break 150 and 21 into factors, I notice they have a common factor of 3. If I cancel that factor of 3 and multiply everything back together, I get a simplified fraction of 50 over 7. So how does that relate to polynomials? Well, let's look at this polynomial right here. Hopefully it stands out to you that there's a greatest common factor, which we know is the first step to factoring. We'd pull that out, then we'd do AC method, and we'd get our factored form of 3 times 3x plus 5 times x minus 2. Now notice before, I couldn't cancel my 30 and my 2 because I can't cancel if I have addition or subtraction in my numerator and denominator. But now I have everything grouped. Everything's being multiplied in the numerator and the denominator. Since I have an x minus 2 in both the numerator and denominator, I can cross those out. As long as I'm crossing out an entire factor, that's fine. Then as the directions say, multiply back together, and that gives you your final answer of 9x plus 15. Let's look at one more example. This one has 4 terms, so if I'm looking at my factoring flowchart, I'd factor by grouping. And the denominator is a difference of squares. Hopefully you recognize that. Go ahead and factor everything you can. And you'll once again notice that there's a common factor. The 3x minus 2 can cancel out. And my final answer in this case would be x squared plus 6 divided by 3x plus 2. Hope that helped as a review. There is a MathSpace homework on MathSpace that I just assigned, and you have an extra day to complete that if necessary. So your quiz is on day 4 up through all the factoring stuff. So not including this, but this practicing dividing by factoring would help since you do have to practice factoring in order to do it.